Welcome to In the Mix with D-Lo, where the Run It Back podcast crew dives into the latest in gaming, tech, and comic book movie reviews. Get ready to geek out with insights and banter that'll level up your inner nerd. And it starts now.
All right, everybody, welcome to In the Mix with D-Lo with the rest of the Run It Back podcast. What up, y'all?
Hey,
What up?
what's going on?
Okay, so the original idea for this episode, I was supposed to have my brother-in-law call him in, but it's my sister and his anniversary. So when y'all listen to this, happy late anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It's
your anniversary.
So, and I didn't want my sister mad at me, so I was like, bro, go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
So we'll get you on next week, bro. But so I wanted to take a pause in my little movie theme category.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know September is actually Suicide Prevention Month, right?
Oh no!
Right.
Is
Yeah.
it? Why September?
I don't know.
Might be the
It's
numbers.
my birth month. People just be
You killing them, Harvey?
that
So-
depresses
Harvey
me.
be killing them.
It's depressing.
But which brings me to my thought on, like as men, we grew up in a certain type of way of men's gotta be men. We don't show your emotions,
Make you weak and all.
Yeah,
that.
you gotta put it down and then just swallow it, just be done.
Okay, period.
And so I just wanted to take the time, ask the homies, how y'all feeling, man? Like how y'all doing? Like for real.
You want to do like a mental health check-in?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I'll go first.
Okay.
So, life is always life, and we got bills. But I got a call yesterday from a partner of mine, and we haven't hung out in a while. And he reached out to me, and he was like, "Man, I'm just calling, man, because I feel like I need to hang out with you." And I'm like, "That's what's up, man." I said, "Life must be life, and for you to call me." So yeah, I'll be. And he actually just called me back to confirm that so we're gonna hang out, and I look forward to that. It's been a while because, it's one of those friends that no matter what, it's just all laughs. It's just all laughs, and I look forward to that tomorrow. We're gonna watch a few games and do whatever. But yeah, so whatever I was going through before he called me yesterday, I'm better. I'm better now.
Okay.
That's
What's
good.
going on with you, man?
I'm doing good. I don't feel like I was in that category of men that had to suppress their emotions because,
Yeah.
I was sweet as hell growing up. And I cried when I felt like it. I let it out, honey. Mom was
Yeah.
like, "What crying? Don't all that crying." I was still feeling
You
it.
cried about
You can't stop
now.
me from feeling my emotions. I don't know who you are. Anyways, but mentally, I'm there. I'm aware. There's things I need to work on, and I'm working on those things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not contemplating anything negative.
That's what's up.
That's good. That's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
So,
Positivity.
Omega.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you can.
Oh,
How you doing, man?
Check in.
I mean, I'm doing all right. Carry many heavy burdens, of course, as we all do.
Mm-hmm.
But anything wrong, quote unquote, is not something that is prone to making me so distraught to where I find myself concerned about my direction or myself. I just gotta take things a day at a time,
Yep.
roll with the punches, additional, cliches and whatnot.
Yeah.
But on the real though, life's not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm dealing with it, making advances, just trying to find my way through the void, like everybody else,
Yeah.
And I would say, in the face of anything negative, I just have a way of meeting it with pure, unmitigated optimism. As naive as that may sound, like that's what's managed to get me all the way here, to anywhere that I want to go.
Yeah.
Or so So yeah, I'm doing all right. Nothing's perfect, but I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
will
how
be
you?
well.
Well, so I deal with depression. Like
Mhm.
Right.
it's like it's one of those things that like there's nothing really that can make me depressed.
Mhm.
I just deal with it.
Feel it.
You know what I mean? Like I like it's somebody I can just be like I'm just depressed today, and some people be like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like
Can't tell you.
nothing's wrong. I'm just
I don't know.
it's
It's just a
it's
feeling.
You just
the
got a
kids,
feeling.
this chemical makeup in my brain.
Mhm.
It's just I get depressed. I
Yeah.
either sometimes have to write it out,
Oh, I feel it too.
or I have to, because like I've been dealing with it since I was like 10 years old. I've been in and out of psychiatrists because I couldn't confide in my mom because she worried her head off.
Yeah.
My dad didn't understand it because he drank most of the time. So and not even that, but him and my grandfather was one of them people, but like, will be a man up about
Yeah,
it.
man
You know
up,
what I mean?
right. Put some
And-
dirt on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had to come up with my own ways to deal with it. Sometimes it was like self-medication, nothing too bad,
Mhm.
but sometimes I had to just ride it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could take a couple of hours. Sometimes it could be, a few days.
Mhm.
Sometimes I could be depressed for a full month. Just I don't know what's wrong. That's what it is.
Right.
We're kind of like today, like stuff kind of been on my mind today, and it's kind of been made me distracted a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really like. It's just one of those things. Like I can't really, like I said, I getting distracted. It's not really anything that I can like if I speak on it, it's still just like it's still in the back of my mind, just
Mhm.
clicking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's difficult.
How do you manage? Do you speak to people? Do you have somebody to talk to?
I do have people I do confide with in this room. Another person that's not in the room. Well, two people that's not in the room.
Okay.
But it's people that either understand what I'm going through, because I don't feel like if I go to a psychiatrist or anything, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with psychiatrists.
How does that say? Because I see one.
They just I don't really feel like they get me.
Well,
You know what I
that's
mean?
like-
They try to put me into that textbook area.
Yeah. They
I
try
don't
to they try to
like.
fit
Yeah.
you into a box.
Yeah.
Is it that they? But my question for you with that is, and you've got to put your pride aside, and I'm not saying that you don't already. Is it that they put you in a box, or is it that you feel like they're trying to put you in a box by the stuff that they ask you?
Both.
Because at a time I felt like my therapist was trying to, until I understood what was the deeper cause of the questions and trying to
Yeah.
get
They're
me to
trying
open
to
up these
navigate.
you've got to. It's like the what's that that little trending thing, trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Right,
mean,
right.
Trust the process.
it's kind of on the lines of like I think it's really like it goes with both, because the psychiatrists I've seen, they try to play the whole well, what makes you do that? And I'm like, if I could tell you, I wouldn't be here.
No, you
Yeah.
still would.
Like I have come out, or they. So I'm like this. Like this is the only option I can see that I can try to deal with it, is to
Yeah.
come see you. This is my last option.
Right.
Without me just trying to say I'm just going to ride it out like I've been doing.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they ask you that question, they're not. It's more like a, what do you think is causing this? What do you think?
And that's
that
why I
way
tell
they can
them.
go into other
But that's why I tell them, I was like, there's nothing. Like I literally and I had people even ask me, they'll be like, even in high school and stuff, they're like, why you depressed? And I'm like, I don't know.
I need my brain checked.
Like I
Yeah.
don't, like I literally don't know. Like all I can think of is the serotonin in my brain's not firing.
Mhm.
My brain's not filling up with serotonin, because that's what happens if your serotonin levels is low in your brain, and you're not in your dopamine levels not low, and your dopamine levels low,
Right.
that's what causes depression.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so I spent a good part of my teen years being on antidepressants, which I stopped taking at 16. And I literally
When you were
just
taking them, were you good?
no.
You were worse.
Yeah, like I would have severe nightmares, vivid nightmares. I would hear voices. Like it just put me it put me worse. So
It's definitely not for you.
not at all.
Yeah.
But since that's what caused, and that sometimes
Yeah.
that's what antidepressants do.
Oh, they got you fucked.
Yeah.
And so I I stopped taking them at 16. I just stopped taking them. Like
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
And like even then, like I just came off the side effects not too long ago actually.
Oh, wow.
Because like my
It
brain,
took that
like
long?
my brain was so locked in on what it did to me.
Yeah.
Like it made me an introvert. Like I didn't want to talk. Like I didn't like. I
So
used
look-
to like when I was younger. Like before all that, like I had no problem making friends. Like I was always out. Like
Yeah.
all that. But like after taking antidepressants and stuff, my brain got locked in to where I made friends,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like it wasn't like I was trying or like I didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was very to myself. Like
An introvert.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I just like and so
So would you say it was kind of traumatizing?
Yeah.
The whole experience.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I
Um,
could see that.
yeah. And so and also too, I dealt with insomnia too as growing up. So not able to sleep with the depression on top of that. Like there was sometimes I would be in bad shape. Like I wouldn't be asleep, go to sleep for like 2 days and be depressed and not have a reason why I'm depressed, except for I can't sleep because I'm depressed because of my insomnia.
can't sleep. Yeah. It's a vicious cycle.
Catch-22.
Yeah.
Catch-22.
And nobody really understood on like what I was going through to where I was like to where I could actually get like actual help. So I had to
Yeah.
actual so I had to figure out for myself.
Right.
Mhm.
And it was kind of like growing up in school, like growing up, like especially in school, they always thought I had a reading problem. And I was in reading comprehension classes.
I was in Re 180.
Yeah, they
It
stuck
was
me
so
in that too.
fun. It was so fun.
But what they didn't understand, and I even repeated my third grade year because of that,
Yeah.
and because the teacher told my mom that I wasn't ready because I wasn't reading at that level, and I was like, it's not that I wasn't reading at that level. I had dyslexia and I wasn't comprehending anything from the books.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay. Well,
And
back
so-
in the 90s, like they didn't even know.
They
that.
didn't know. It's like nowadays they're like, oh yeah, well dyslexia, we could work on
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
like now they're understanding about it, but it's like back in our day, they like none of that. They didn't
Yeah.
hear none of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
They hit you with the he's just lazy.
He's slow.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah, mental health is very important.
It is. It
And
is.
if you don't know, now you know. And we will also post in the description of this episode the hotline for
Yeah.
suicide.
So this is
Prevention.
called the homie check-in, right?
Yeah.
So listening to all of this, and what you were saying, Omega.
Mm.
So I think it's important that, even once we shut this segment down, I just want you all to know that, we can, you all can call me anytime, and that delay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bundle of advice. At least I try to be. I try to be.
All that
'cause I'm an
wisdom
OG.
locked in that brain.
Yeah, and so I just
Oh,
want
I
to put
know. I
that out
called on
there.
him.
Somebody
I
got to
called
pick at it.
I want to put that out there, for you all, if you ever need to, because we need that. We need that. There's just some
Yeah.
things
Gotta
that
have
you
that.
you got to have it. That your inner circle, whether it be your spouse or your
Run me
mate,
that.
just can't.
Yeah.
They can't relate.
Yeah.
They just know what they know, and they, like you said, even a spouse can say, "Oh, man up, it'll be okay. It'll be
Yeah.
okay." Well, sometimes you don't want to hear it'll be
Right.
okay. And just know the part that's important is that you just want to be heard.
Yeah.
So you will get that from me. You won't, you know, and if you say something like, well, what do you think?
Right.
Then I'll chime in.
Yeah.
But it's easy for me to just sit back and just listen and let you let it out and be okay with that, because I know that that's important. Sometimes you just want to be heard. So it's important, America. Sometimes if somebody has something to say, sometimes they come to you because they actually have the answer. They actually have the answer. And so it's important to just, you know, and that's all about reading the room. You know, reading the room. Sometimes, you know, when somebody comes to you and I'm glad you brought this up, because I'm gonna say this because I think it's important for everybody to hear this. One of the worst things that I ever did, that I changed for myself, was somebody came to me about a situation. They were trying to be better about something, but they backslid.
Yeah.
And I was just joking, and I said, what did I say? I said, I'm disappointed in you. But I was just kidding. And after I said that, they paused for a second. They went silent, and I could hear it in their voice. They said, well, I'm going to call you back.
Yeah.
And you know, and so.
You made them cry.
Yeah.
They cried in the car.
Yeah. And so, and I actually had to sit back, because that wasn't like them, because, you know, our conversations go on for an extended period, and they never just up and got off the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
But me being the person that I am, and this is what makes me better at reading the room, is I said, oh, you know what? I think I hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So I called them back. And the reason why what I had to understand is sometimes there's people out there that value your opinion. Mm-hmm. And you might not even acknowledge that how you respond to them matters to them. And so even when I said it, I said, oh, I'm disappointed in you, that hurt them. And so
to the core.
Yeah.
They
And
so
so
you back.
So, and that was probably that was close to, I don't want to say 20 years ago, but I know it was in the 2005, 6, 7, somewhere
Oh
in
my
there.
God. You said 20 years ago, and my mind went to like 1980. I don't know why.
Right. That's what it does. I was great.
Yeah,
The
right.
90s.
Right.
You
Yeah,
said
see.
back to the 2000s. I'm like, hold on, wait.
But,
Age.
yeah. After that one incident, I took that out of my vocabulary. I never, even just joking, I never tell anybody I'm disappointed in them, because you just never know what value your words have to them.
I'm having a panic attack.
And so, but yeah, so just once again, let me go back to that. You know, sometimes you just want to be heard. So if you're that person, if you are a good listener, then be a good listener and be just a listener. You know, so once again to you guys, if you ever just want to talk, you know, or have something that you want to get off your chest, you know, I'm all ears.
Yeah, because
that's important.
Because even to your point, like I'm not. Hold on, had to switch positions here. I was like sunk into my seat there. But no, even to your point, like, so, and I'm not saying that, you know, my wife is not a good listener. She doesn't try to help me out or nothing. You know, she does. But there's just some things that, like, when I even try to tell her, like, there's just nothing wrong. I have to get through it. And she's still like, well, what about this? And what about, I'm like, I can't, like, I don't know. Like, like, there's nothing I can tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to diminish, I'm not trying to diminish your thought. And I know you're trying to help, but this is something that I'm literally just dealing with.
I know you want me to help you help me, but there's nothing I can really give you to help you help me. I just need that time, that space, that nothingness.
You don't want them to feel like that you're shutting them out. So that's the fine line in that. Like, I'm not trying to shut you out. I'm being honest. There's just really nothing, and because if they haven't gone through it, they'll never understand it. Yeah, you know.
And then that's another thing too. It's like like, so even if it's like just like a event situation, like sometimes I don't need an advice. I don't need a way to figure it out. I just need somebody to hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that sometimes it's like, yeah, that's all I need is just somebody to hear me. I just need, you know, an ear, just a vent.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think
and I'm that person.
and thank you for that.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Well, a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to have that type of support, like a support group, people, friends, maybe even sometimes family, to where they feel like they can either open up or be heard.
Yeah.
And I mean, that shit's important
Yeah, it is.
because, like you said, in our society, or at least how it has been traditionally, is like you get to a point to where you're not feeling so hot and everybody tells you to basically just ignore it and keep moving.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the type of shit that will catch up with you eventually.
Are you speaking from experience?
Somewhat, but nothing in the extremes. I'm just going on my experience and what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can try to ignore problems or whatever, but it's like eventually, like you store that shit up and it will eventually bleed out through the cracks, and then you'll crash the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like that's
Hardcore.
that's how it happens.
And you'll know, because I you like, for example, if you was just to reach out to me and say, "What you doing? Let's hang out."
Right.
I'm gonna know, because that's not a common thing. I'm like, oh, and I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I'm just gonna read the room and just make that assessment, like, oh, he must really got something he want to talk about or whatever. And then I'll let it play out, like you said. You know, well, that's the other thing. Other than trust the processes, sometimes you just got to let it play out. And so,
exactly.
and you can tell, because one of my nephews, he would do that all the time. You know, we communicate, but he'd pop up and he'd be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, shoot, no, I'm thinking he's coming to talk about sports or whatever." And then he would go, "Yeah, let me ask you." And so after a while, I knew. I was like, okay, let's have a seat. You know, after a while, you just know. You just know.
Yeah, and it's good to be able to create and have that dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, especially people of the younger influence.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, nobody has all the answers.
No.
But at the same time, too, I mean, everybody at some point or another needs type of guidance, like I said, support, or just someone to vent to.
Yeah.
You know, it helps people unload their burdens, but also can maybe be like a catalyst for something good.
That trust factor is important too, because
Yeah.
and so the trust factor is important, because I feel blessed if somebody opens up to me, because now I'm like, wow, they're really trusting me with this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to be able to maintain that trust, because you always want to be that support system to whatever degree it is.
Yeah.
And so, you know, even, you know, it's never about me, but I can find a way to be appreciative and humble myself, because you came to me. And that's important, because it should always be on the same level. You know, you shouldn't have to be that person to say, well, if you don't like what I say, go to somebody else. No, because they chose you, and that's important, and they trust you enough to share. You know, and so it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And plus, I mean, and this goes out to the ladies too out there. Like, we ain't just talking for the men because we're men.
I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But no, even for the ladies out there, because I know y'all. Some of y'all think that we don't hear you, or we don't see you. Nah, we see you and we hear you. Even though if we ain't got the problem, if we ain't got the solution to your problem, we hear you and we see you. And that's, especially for me, that's a lot. Like, if you hear me and you see me, like I said, I don't need a solution, or I don't need like even looking for a cause at some point. Like, so I just need somebody to hear me and see me.
Yeah, just kind of be there for you.
Yeah. So like, and sometimes for men, like, yeah, we don't understand what it's like to be a female. We don't. But we do hear you and we do see you. For the other people out there that deal with this type of stuff,
Check in with your homies.
yeah, check in with the homies. For people that feel like they don't have any options, you matter to somebody.
Yes. You matter. As I always say, you matter. But checking in goes both ways.
Yeah.
Because y'all both can get something out of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
So with that being said, appreciate y'all hearing me and seeing me.
Absolutely.
This is In the Mix with D-Lo.
Yeah, good
And
stuff, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Hey,
We appreciate you, bro.
yeah, good stuff.
And
Yeah, yeah.
we out.
check
Peace.
in.
Later.
Deuces.